Welcome to TriRights. Myself Sujit. So today we are going to start a new series on Python programming language. So before we going to start this session, means in this series we are going to cover the Python from basic to advanced level of Python. Okay, for this in this session we are just going to cover what is Python. Then we are going to saw the short history of the Python. Then we are going to know what are the features available in Python, then how to install and how to write our Python code in our system. So first the history says that Python was introduced by Dario van Rossum in the year of 1991, but in the month of February. So in this year, he was introduced the Python first version was 0.9.0. So then the second version of the Python was introduced in 2000 in the month of the October, and the third version of the Python was introduced in 2008 in the month of December. So we can say that this is a short history of the Python programming language. Now we are going to see what are the features available in Python. So features available in Python. First point we can say that Python is free and open source. Free and open source means if you want to download the Python or if you want to write Python code, so we don't need to pay any amount to download and install. Means it will available in the market freely. That's why we can say that Python is an open source and free programming language. Then it is easy to code. Okay, in the sense of easy to code means for their simplicity of the syntax. Okay, how the simplicity we can define means I want to print hello world. So in Python, I just use one function hello print. Then inside the quotation mark, I just need to pass my argument whatever I want to from that output. So from one line I can print, but as compared to Java means if I am taking the Java language to print a hello world, so it take three lines. So how it going to take public, static, void main, then string args, then system dot out dot println. Then only you need to understand we need to pass the argument for. So after we need to close this square curly braces. Okay, so if you compare to write only one line in Python, we need only the print statement. Okay, but if you are going to write hello world in Java, it will take three lines to write. Means it take five lines, but three lines to write. Okay, so that's why we can say that Python is easy to code or easy to understand. Then the next point was say that Python is an interpreted programming language, interpreted and scripting programming language. So interpreted and scripting programming language, before we are going to start how it's going to happen, first thing we are going to see what is language. So language is nothing but used for your communication. Okay, if you want to communicate with somebody, we need a language. But in our system, means in this computer, we have two types of language. One is low level and another one is high level. So the high level language are understanding by human and the low level language are understanding by system. Okay, so it means we are the developer, we need to convert our Python high level Python code to low level Python code. Okay, to convert our high level to low level, we have two options. Okay, either we use the compilers, okay, or we can use the interpreter. Okay, interpreters. Okay, so based on that, I want to show by through a example only. Okay, now how it both are going to happen, I just tell you. Okay, I just take a Java code. Okay, so means I take 25 lines of code of Java. Okay, it start executing, means we know that system only understanding your bytecode, means we are converting our high level code into the bytecode. Okay, so Java will be using your compiler to convert it into the bytecode. So means it will be take one line and it start compile and give you that producing output. Okay, so means it's wait for two. First, enter code needs to compile, means 25 lines need to converted into the bytecode. Then only Java will be compressed and produce the output. Okay, but in case of Python, it use interpreter. Okay, so the interpreter will be take one line and converted into your bytecode and process and produce the output. Okay, so interpreter means line by line code will be get executed. Okay, if you say line by line code, means I will take 50 lines of code. Okay, guys, so I take 50 lines of code and I have a issue on 20 lines. Remaining 30 lines are getting terminated, means even if this line are not getting executed. That's why we can say that Python is a scripting and interpreted programming language. Then the next point, Python is a multi-paradigm programming language. In the sense of multi-paradigm programming language, different type in the different style we can write our Python code. Okay. Okay, so means if I'm taking that, I want to write a simple code, a equal to 10 and I will print. So this is a procedure. I want to write my Python code by the help of the function. I just write like that here. I need to give the indentation in code. Okay, by the help of their class only you can write. Means these are the different styles are available to write our Python code. That's why we can say that Python is a multi-paradigm programming language. Then the next point is Python is a dynamically programming language. Dynamically programming language in the sense of means while we are going to create a variable. So I'll create a variable a and I will assign the value 10. Means here if I'm taking a equal to hello also, I don't need to assign, means in the variable I don't need to specify which type of data type I need to store. That's why we can say that Python is a dynamically programming language. Okay, so these are some features that are available in Python. Now we are going to know a single lines of definition, means if in your interview they might ask you what is Python. So in a single line you just tell Python is a high level open source inter, inter, interpreted scripting programming language. So this is the one line definition of the Python. Now, if somebody asks that, if I'm learning the Python, in which field I can use? Means if I am learning, then there are some different fields we can use the Python. So the different fields are web development. Okay, in the web development, you are using the Django and Flask as your framework. Okay, then in the artificial intelligence means in the AI you can use that in your data science, data science you can use, then your machine learning you can use, then your IoT information technology you can use. So these are the different fields we can use the Python programming language. We know that we are learning the Python, means we need a editor. Editor means while we are writing our code, like in our classroom there is whiteboard and blackboard. Just like that, for writing our Python code, there are some different types of editor are available. So these editor are PyCharms. First one is Python, then second one is VS Code, means Visual Studio Code, then Atom, then Jupyter, okay, Jupyter Notebook, then we have Sublime, okay. So these are the different editor are available. Now we are going to see how to install the Python in our system, and we are going to use the code editor as VS Code. Okay, to download your Python, we just need to go to browser and start clicking on the python.org. So python.org, this is the official version of the Python. And while you are clicking on the download, means in the hover of the download, you can show Python 3.13.3. So this is the version. After you start clicking on downloading, it start downloading. Okay, if you come to here, I have already downloaded. After you click hit on that, it will be give me a different interface for me because I have already downloaded the Python for me. So if you are new to that person, means that system, then it's showing a different interface. Okay, just click hit on that and it will start installing. Now we are going to see how to install the VS Code. You just type VS Code for the download for the window, and it's showing for download Visual Studio Code for Mac, Linux and different types. After you hit clicking on the window, it start downloading. Okay, I have already downloaded, so I don't need to download that. It start downloading. Now you need to start executing, means after you hit click on that, I have already downloaded, so you just need to download from next by clicking the next. It will be give you the interface. Okay, after you executing all this thing, now you just need to cancel your all browser. Now we are going to see if somebody asks that I have already downloaded the Python. Okay, so I need that. I need to confirm my Python was installed or not. If I am not installing, then it's not working in your VS Code. So to confirm on that, you just come here, means in your search bar, you just type the command prompt, or you can say that CMD. CMD, this is the short form of the command prompt. And after you hit click on that CMD, it's showing that interface. So just for a second, after you showing the interface of this CMD, you just type Python double hyphen version. So means it will be showing what is the version of your Python are available in your system. After I hit click on that, it's showing me that Python 3.12.5. So it means your Python was properly installed in your system. By the help of your this confirmation, you can confirm your Python was successfully installed. So after install, if I'm trying to run a Python code, means a simply Python code, I just create a variable a and I assign value 10. Now I just print a. So it means now I am trying to executing here what happened. I just click on, means I just create a variable 10 and I assign a value of 10. Okay, the variable name is a and the value is 10. Now I just need to print that particular a. So after I clicking on the dedicated terminal, it's taking some time and it's showing in your dedicated terminal. Okay, after you see that, it's showing that 10. So this is how we can install our Python and we can run a simply Python code in your VS Code editor. Okay, now we are using a new, means after you downloading your Python, it will give you some extra for the Python development, means it will be give you the ideally. So ideally stands from the integrated development and learning environment. If you see, it's showing that 10. So what is integrated learning environment? Now we are going to see that particular things. Okay, So I just click ideally in the search bar, and it's showing me this interface. Okay, so this interface only for the Python, means we can directly run our Python code here. Means I just assign a as a variable, then assigning 10 as my value, then I just need to click a. Means I don't need to write the print function because it's only built for your Python only. If you see also, the Python logo will be showing that. Okay, so these are some editor, or you can use your ideally, but for your large project we cannot use the ideally. Okay, so that's why we are using the different type of editor. Now we are going to cover the last topic for this session is tokens. So tokens is nothing but tokens are the essential things. Means while we are write a Python code, means we cannot say that there are some no rules. Means token is stands for the rules. Mean token are the essential element which required for writing a Python code. Okay, so tokens are mainly divided into four types. First one is keywords. Second one is variables. Third one is identifiers, and fourth one is data types. So in this session, we just see what is keyword and what is the identifier. So means these are from the essential. So first thing we are going to see what is keyword. So keyword is nothing but keyword is a result or built-in word which are defined for doing some tasks. Okay, it's only for doing some tasks in the Python. Okay, so means there are 35 keyword. We are going to see how we are going to know. Means after we know that there are 35 keyword, we cannot change the functionality of each keyword. Okay, so how to do that and all we are going to see now. So you just need to import keywords. Okay, by the help of your import keyword. So import is also a keyword. You just need to print. Okay, keyword means your module name, keyword dot list. So after you hit click on that, it's showing your 35 keyword. Okay, so to know your length of your that particular thing, you just need your length function. Okay, if you before you just type the length, it starts showing the length of that particular thing. So if you know that in your keywords only three, false, true, unknown are in the capital case. Means first letter in your capital. So the all are in your lower cases. So these are the keyword. Means these are some essential things that will be available in your keyword. Now we are going to see what is identifier. So for the identifier, we can say that these are some rules are available in Python. It means we cannot say that while we are writing our variable name, function name, so identify, I just write here only. So while we are writing variable name, class name, and function name, that are some rules are there in Python. Means we cannot say that if somebody asks that tell your name, you cannot say 10. So this is no sense. That's why there are some rules are there. So the first rules are identifier should not start with integer. So it should not start with integer. Okay, so we can say that if you are going to create a variable name, means for in this case I just give you that example by through the variable. Okay, if I'm taking a as 10, means if I'm taking one a means it will not possible. That's why we can say that identifier will not start with the integer. Then the second point is we cannot use any special keyword as an identifier. So these are the special keyword are available. Okay, expect the underscore means only we can use the underscore as a special keyword while we are dealing with your identifier. Okay, identifier means class name, function name, variable name. Okay, at last keyword we cannot use. Okay, the reserve 35 keyword we cannot use for your variable name, class name, and the function name. So that's all for today, guys. So these are the topic we are covered in this session. So thanks for watching. Try right.